Good evening all. In this session today we'll see some problems on PERT technique of project management. Okay. So first problem, show the earliest and latest expected times on the following network and also include the critical path on it. So here this is a so they have given the network diagram. In this type of problem they have given the network diagram what they asked to solve to find out the earliest as well as latest expected times of the given network. So here this is what is the given data? This is the problem figure. So each and every activity duration is given here, expected time. For first it is 8 days, and next here it is 4, 6, 8, 6, 10, and 4. So this is the solution. The expected duration for each activity are given, then we have to calculate TE and TL, means earliest finish time as well as latest finish time. Okay, earliest, that is earliest expected and latest expected time we have to calculate here. Okay, see here for any in the calculation of earliest finish time, earliest expected duration, the first activity is going to take 0 time, that is doesn't take any time. So okay, so initially it is 0 here for first activity. The earliest finish time as well as the latest finish time will be 0. Okay, so gradually, so in order to complete this first activity it will take 8 days. Okay, 8 hours, maybe it may be hours or it may be days. So the earliest finish time of the second activity can be duration of this first activity and the duration of this first, that means 0 plus 8 can be treated as 8. Okay, and similarly for this fifth one, 8 plus 10, which can be given as 18. And next gradually this we have to follow this direction, and next for 6, here it is 18 plus this activity completion duration is 4, so 18 plus 4 is 22. And from here, see here, 0, previous activity earliest finish time is 0 and the duration is 10 to complete that activity. So 0 plus 4 is 4 here, for third is 4, and next for fifth again see here 4 plus 6, here what we are going to get 10. Okay, so in the earliest finish time will will take only the largest time. So from this path we are going to get 10, and from this path we are going to get 18. So out of 10 and 18, 18 is the highest. So we have to consider the 18 as the earliest finish time of this fifth event. Okay, next. So that's why we are concluded here. That's why we are going to take this 18 as earliest finish time, and this is only considering for the next activity. That is 18 plus 4 can be given as 22. And from this path, here for 4, what is the earliest finish time? The pre-event of this is 1, and it is earliest finish time of this is 0. 0 plus 6 is 6. So 6 can be read as earliest finish time of this fourth event. And similarly for 6, so 6 plus 8 is 14. Okay, again the same problem here. Here this 6 activity is going to have two pre-events, 5 and 4. So here it is 18 plus 4 is 22, and here and 6 plus 8 is 14. So out of this, 22 is the highest. So 22 is considered as the earliest finish time of the last activity. Okay. See here, 1, 2, 5, 6. The duration is 22. 1, 3, 5. Total 3 parts we are going to have in this 1357 145 146. Okay, so in this path you have a 4 plus 6 plus 4 14. Again here 6 plus 8 is 14. 8 plus 10 plus 4, how much? 22. Okay, so again next, what is our next step? We have to calculate the latest finish time. So the latest finish time must be calculated from the last activity. So for last event, for the last event we had to start from last. Okay, the earliest finish time of last event is 22. So the latest finish time of this last event also will be 22. So both are equal. As here for the first event both are 0. For the last it will be the latest finish time of this last event will be same as the earliest finish time of this last event, which is equals 22. So again we have to start from last. So here for this fifth one, 22 minus 4 can be given as 18. For fifth, the latest finish time is 18. And next, the fourth, we have to calculate this. Okay. So here, the post activity. See here, 22 minus. What is the post event for this 4? It is 6. So starting from here, 22 minus 8 can be treated as 14. Okay, next. Next, third one. Here is 18. For third event, the post event is 5. So you have to consider this value. So 18 minus 6 can give us 12. Okay. And then go for 2. For second event, the post event is 5. Here the latest finish time is 18. 18 minus 10 is 8. Okay. And next, last one. So here we are, for this one, we are going to have 3 post events. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So let us see from this side. 8 minus 8 is 0. Okay. From this you are going to get latest as 0. And from C here, 12 minus 4 is 8. Okay. From this you are going to get 8. And from this C here, 14 minus 6 is 8. So 0, 8. Sorry, 0. Here it is 0. And here you are going to get 8. And here you are going to get 8. So out of these three values, 0 is the least one. So we have to consider the latest finish time of the first activity as the least, that is 0. So after calculating all these values, then what you have to do? You have to find out the slack for each and every activity. What is slack? Slack is nothing but difference of earliest finish time and the latest finish time. So here the slack is 0. Why? Because both are 0. And see here, the slack is 0. Here also it is 0. And here also for the fifth also it is 0. And for the sixth also it is 0. Why? Because both are equal here. And for C here the slack is not 0 for this fourth one. And similarly for third event, the slack is also not equals to 0. Okay. The latest. So here, how to identify critical path means we have to connect all the events which represents the slack as 0. So that is 1, 2, 5 and 6. So this is the critical path is represented by double-ended arrow mark, double line arrow mark. Okay. So here, hence our critical path is 1, 2, 5, 6. So which is going to consume more time, that is 22 days. Hence it is critical path as shown by the double line in the network. Once you go through this problem once again. Here then, let us see another problem. A project has 9 activities. The, the expected time of each activity as follows. So from here they have given this table. So this is the given data. From first to second event, the duration is 6 days, and first to 3 it is 8 days, and 2 to 4 like that. So here, according to this, we have to what they have to find, just to draw the diagram, project work, to draw the project network diagram, to identify the critical path, and also to find the project duration and what is the slack at each and every activity. Okay. So first step, so we have to draw the network diagram based upon this data. See here, 1 to 4, 1 to 3. That means, so 2 and 3 are the post operations of this 1. Okay. Similarly, 2 and 3 are pre-events of this 4. See, right? See, after 2 it is 4, and also after 3 also it is 4. And after 4 is 6, and at 5 it is 6. Like that, you have to follow this and you have to draw the diagram. See here, this is the diagram. 1 to 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and 2 to 4 and 3 to 4. See here, 4 to 6 and 4 to 6 and 5 to 6. Yes. And 3 to 5. 3 to 5. Let me start it from here. This 3 to 5 and 5 to 6. 5 to 7, and at last the activity is 7. So 6 to 7 as well as 5 to 7. So after completion of these two activities, then we are going for 6. 6 to 7 and 5 to 7. Okay. So as we have solved for here, this is the given data 6, 7, 3, 10. Expected time duration they have given, and we have to calculate the earliest as well as latest finish time of each and every node of this, each and every events. Okay. Starting from here, as usual, for the first event, the earliest finish time is 0, and similarly the latest finish time is also 0. And starting from here, we have to calculate. See here, from for second it is 0 plus 6, it is 6, and for fourth one it is 6 plus 7, it is 20. Why you have got this 20? Actually 6 plus 7 is 13. But how you got this 20? Let me tell. Okay. See here, starting from here. So for fourth event, we have two parts, two pre-events, 2 and 3. So first for 3, the earliest finish time is 0 plus 8 is 8. Okay. And for 4, 8 plus 12 is 20, and here we got 13. So in order to take the earliest finish time, we have to take the greatest value. So that's why we are going to consider 20 as earliest finish time of 4 is 20. So that's 13 is neglected. And then he see here for 6 is 20 plus 3 is 23. And from here 8 plus 7 is 15. Okay. And for 7, see here 23 plus 10 is 33. Similarly, as we seen for 4, here also the 7th event has 2, 6 and 5. From this side we are going to get 33, and from this side 15 plus 11 is 26, which is less than 33. So 33 is considered as the earliest finish time of this last event. Want to check it once again? And then we have to calculate the latest finish time. That is, we have to start from last. That is, since latest finish time of last event is same as earliest finish time, that is 33. Starting from here, 33 minus 10, it is 23 for sixth. And from for fifth, 33 minus 11, it is 33 minus 11, it is see here. Why the latest finish time is given here as 18? Let me tell you here. See here, this, from this, what we are going to get 33 minus 11 is 22. Okay, and here just 23 minus 5 is 18. So from this part you are going to get 18, and from this part you are going to get 22. So in order to consider the latest finish time, we have to take the least. So 18 is the least. That's why for the fifth one it is 18 is the latest finish time. Similarly for fourth it is 23 minus 3, it is 20. Okay. And for third event it is 18 minus 7, it is 18 minus 7 is actually it is 11, but here they have given 8. Let me tell why. See here, 20 minus 12 is 8. So here we have got the least, that's why we are going to consider it as 8 as the latest finish time of this third event. So from this you are going to get 20 minus 12 is 8, and from this 18 minus 7 is 11. So out of 8 and 11, 8 is least. That's why we are going to take as latest finish time of this third one. Similarly for second it is 20 minus 7 is 13. And for first, 13 minus 6 is 7. It is greatest. And for here, from this side is 8 minus 8 is 0. So least can be considered. So from this, after getting all these values, then you have to find out the slack. That is latest finish time minus earliest finish time. So for the first, it is 0. And for this, it is not 0. We have to neglect this. So we have to connect those nodes which are going to represent both are equal. That is slack is equal to 0. 1, 3, 4, 6 and 7. So this can be considered as the critical path. Okay. 1, 3. So to identify the paths in the project completion, you are going to have various paths. See here from 1 to first to last even 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, which is going to take 26 days. 6 plus 7, 13, 13 plus 3, 16, 16 plus 10 is 26. It is one path. Another path is 1, 3, 4, 4, 6, 7. It is one. So how much is going to take? 33. 8 plus 12, 20, 20 plus 3, 23 plus 10, 33. Another path is 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. So 8 plus 7, 15, 15 plus 5, 20 and 20 plus 10 is 30. Okay. And one more path you are going to have 1, 3, 5, 7. 8 plus 7, 15 and 15 plus 11 is 26. So out of this, which path is going to take largest duration? That path is considered as the critical path. That is 1, 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay. So this is the solution for this problem. Let's have a look once again. Okay, some more problems I am going to share you. So this is another problem. The project has the following 9 activities. Yes. The project has the following 9 activities. The expected time of each activity has been given. So what we have to do, you have to draw the project network. First, you have to draw the project network based upon this given data. That is, which is going to show pre and post with this. And next, identify the critical path and also find the project duration. The first step, so here, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and 1 to 4. So for 2, 3, 4, the pre-event is 1. That means, so 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and 1 to 4. And 3 here, 4 to second, 2 to 5, and 3 to 5. 2 to 5 and 3 to 5. Here the arrow is missing here. And then 3 to 6, 4 to 6. 3 to 6 and 4 to 6. And finally 5 to 7 and 6 to 7. 5 to 7 and 6 to 7. So here you have to identify the paths. See here, without the calculation of, in this way also we can do the problem. So here you have to identify the path from first activity to first node to the last node, that is 7, 1 to 7, 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 7. This is one path. So 1 to 5, 7 path. See here, 1 to 5, 7 path. How much it is going to take? 5 plus 6 it is 11. 11 plus 5 it is. So here it is, for the second it is 5 and for the fifth it is 6. Okay. For the second activity, the earliest finish time is 5, and for the fifth, what is the earliest finish time? Here it is 11, but here it is 4 plus 10 is 14. So that's why we have to take 14. So 14 plus 5 is 19 here. Okay. For 1, 2, 5, 7. Okay. Here, the second step was, first after drawing the network diagram, you have to find out the first thing is, so here in order to get the critical path, first thing you have to calculate the latest earliest finish time, and second step you have to find out the latest finish time of each and every activity. Okay. So after finding out that, then you have to identify the paths. 1, 4, 6, 7. 7 plus 8 plus 6, which is going to have 15, and 15 plus 6, 21. Okay. And one more activity is, one more path is 1, 3, 6, 7. 4 plus 7, 11. 11 plus 6 is 17. 1, 3, 5, 7. It is going to consider it as 4 plus 10, 14 plus 5, 19. And see here, 5, actually it is 1, 2, 5, 7. This is a mistake. 5 plus 6, it is 11 plus 5, 16. So in all these paths, which one is going to take largest duration? 1, 3, 5, 7. This path is going to take the largest duration. So that's why we are going to consider this path as critical path, which is going to take, sorry, please, 1, 4, 6, 7. 1, 4, 6, 7 is going to take largest duration, that is 21 days. Okay, so the critical path is 1467. So the project duration of this network is 21 days. Once you all practice, then moving on to the next slide. One more problem which is based upon PERT. A small project of 9 activities has given below, and for each and every activity they have given not expected time. They have given the optimistic time, most likely time, and pessimistic time. For each and every activity, they have given 3 times. Optimistic time, most likely time, as well as pessimistic. So what is the formula to find out the expected time? So you have to make a tabular form. So after getting this, after calculating the expected time, then you have to find out the, you have to draw the network diagram, you have to identify the critical path, project duration, and slack at each and every event. So this is the first step. So the expected time given as optimistic time plus 4 times of most likely time plus pessimistic time by 4. Sorry, pessimistic time by 6 is the formula to find out the expected time if they have given the 3 times of each and every activity. What are the optimistic, pessimistic, and most likely time? So by substituting the above timings in the given formula, for the first you are going to get the 6 days, and for the second next activity you are going to get 5. Like that, for the entire network you have to solve this, and after solving this in the next step, you have to draw the network diagram. So by identifying the elements 1 to 2, 1 to 6, like that. After identifying this, so first step is to calculate the expected times. Then second step you have to draw the network diagram. And the third step, what you have to do? You have to calculate the earliest and latest finish times of each and every event. Of all these events, you have to find out the earliest as well as latest finish times of this network diagram. So after finding, then what you have to do? You have to identify the paths for which the slack is showing 0. You observe here 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. Why? This is considered as critical path because for all these events the slack is 0. Here 0 and is 0 and here it is 0 and it is 0. So this is considered as critical path which is going to take maximum duration, that is 33 days. Similarly another path is also there. 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 8. But here for fourth one, the slack is not 0. That's why we are going to neglect this. Okay. And similarly, here also the slack is not 0 and here also the slack is not 0. And meanwhile, here if you calculate the project duration, it is going to take less in this part. 1, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 4, 5, 8. So these two parts are going to take less time. So the critical path is 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, which is going to take the total project duration is considered as 33 days. And here the slack of each activity is considered as follows. 0. See here for first one, 0. Like that, we have to make a Taylor form 2. For the second it is 0 and for third it is 0. For fourth one it is how much? 14. For sixth it is 2 and for seventh it is 2. And for fifth it is 0 and for eighth it is 0. So it is observed that along the critical path the slack is 0. So have a look on this. Then observe this diagram. Then you have to make a table of different paths and also the total duration. Then you have to identify the critical path. How to identify the critical path? You have to first you have to calculate the slack for each and every activity, and you have to connect all those events which are going to show zero. That is 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. So connect these with the double line arrow mark. Okay. So see here, the critical path is given with a double line. So it is observed that the critical path along the critical path in each and every node the slack is 0. Once you take this formula, the expected time, whenever they have given the optimistic time, most likely time and pessimistic time, the formula will be optimistic time plus 4 times of most likely time plus pessimistic time by 6 divided by 6. So in this case, they have given all these three timings. If you substitute these three timings in the given formula, then you are going to get expected time duration of this activity, each and every activity. Okay. So observe previous problems also. To go through this previous problems. Next, moving on to the next one. Okay, then so with this you can see some more problems, more models. So maximum type of problems they are going to ask first to identify the in some problems they are going to identify the order of each and every activities. In some problems they are going to give the order. So after seeing that order, you have to draw the network diagram. After drawing the network diagram, then you have to find out the latest, latest and earliest finish time of each and every event. After finding the two values, then what you have to do, you have to calculate the slack for each and every node. And after calculation, you have to connect all the nodes which are going to have the slack value as 0. So the nodes which are going to have the stack as 0, those nodes give the critical path. And in that critical path, what is the duration? The duration can be treated as the project completion duration. And the critical path is shown by the double line in the given network diagram. So these things you have to follow in the critical path method as well as pessimistic time, that is PERT method, program evaluation review method. The difference between CPM and PERT is in critical path method, you need not to find the expected duration of each and every activity. Whereas in PERT technique, they will give all these three timings. So based upon these three timings, you have to use the formula to find out the expected time for each and every activity. What is that? T naught plus 4 Tm plus Pp by 6. So this is only the difference between these CPM and PERT. And this is the first step in the PERT technique. After finding this only, then we have to draw the network diagram by indicating expected duration of each and every activity. So remaining is same as in previous case, that is CPM. Okay. Calculation of earliest finish time and then calculation of latest finish time and then slack and then identification of different parts and identification of critical path, project duration and calculation of slack. Remaining is totally same. So here with the in the next session, I'm going to explain some problems regarding break-even analysis and also how to calculate the break-even point. So with this, I'm going to stop my session. Thank you, one and all.